So you're looking to grow your business, and the first question is always, you've got a budget, do you want to spend it on SEO and wait and then get free traffic, or do you want to blast it on paid ads and get instant traffic? Now, I'm not for a moment going to stand here and say that paid ads don't work. I know loads of people who are absolutely crushing it on ads, and it's still the number one recommended tool and lead generation strategy for new businesses because SEO still takes time to work. However, my own personal experience, and obviously I am long on SEO and short on paid ads, and I am a bit biased, but my own personal experience is that paid ads have not worked for me across the board in multiple different industries. So when I first started out in SEO, we were spending 10 grand a month on paid ads for an insurance startup, and we were literally getting no sales. It was a really competitive niche. But as soon as we really dug down and found some really good keywords for that client and ranked some blogs, within a week the phone started ringing. Now, that insurance company has now gone on to make 50 grand per month. A lot of that is actually renewing business as well. And that's through just a few simple blog posts that have been ranking for years. So in that case, 10 grand a month on paid ads really didn't work. A few blog posts really delivered and continue to perform over time. SEO is very front loaded. So while your ad costs are going to go up and up over time in line with competition and inflation, SEO actually improves over time. The average position 1 result in Google is about 2 to 3 years old. So you can expect your traffic to really take off over time. I've got a friend in the English language courses niche who makes 50 grand a month through her courses, and it's all through SEO. She gets about 1 million, 2 million visitors a month, depending on how things are going with Google. But she quite openly says she's not the best SEO in the world. She just has a really old site. She's been blogging and blogging for 10 years. I'd like to refer back to Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week, where he talks about the basic way to create your little side hustle is basically come up with a product and just blast it with paid ads using Google PPC. But that was in 2007 when you really could set up a little t-shirt business, something like that, and benefit from really low ad costs and make some sales. These days, it's really difficult to actually make money on the front end with paid ads. Most people go for customer lifetime value. So they're all about simply getting those customers in and therefore willing to either break even or even make a minor loss on the front end paid ads and then upsell that client and have that client come back to them with more business. So it's much more about volume. If you're just starting out, it's actually going to be very difficult to make money on the front end with ads. Now, in this video today, I actually want to give you a behind-the-scenes look of what's working for me. I've spent several grand on paid ads over the last few months using Facebook ads, and I can tell you the results are really disappointing. Now, I'm not a paid ads expert, but I just want to do a side-by-side comparison of paid ads versus SEO, specifically Facebook ads. Now, like I say, I know loads of people who have made paid ads work. I actually know a really successful SEO who has actually got a psychic reading website, and they do really well out of SEO, but they don't make money out on the front end. They actually use SEO to populate their Facebook pixel and then retarget that audience so that everyone who visits their site then gets constantly retargeted for weeks and weeks and then ultimately converts. So aside from any investment they've made in SEO, they spend 100 grand per month on just retargeting ads. Remember, retargeting ads are very cheap, so they're talking about a huge amount of volume there, but they make $500,000 a month with this strategy. So they stack SEO to populate the pixel, build the audience, but then convert that audience using paid retargeting ads. But let me just show you for my agency lead generation how things have been working for me. Now, I give a lot of advanced tactics away for free on my YouTube channel, but I can't give you the real gold because if I did, then it simply wouldn't work anymore. If I just spread this out across YouTube, everyone sees it, it gets really competitive, and also Google might actually start shutting down some of those tactics. However, I am very happy to share these secrets within my private free email newsletter. So to make sure you don't miss out on any more gems like this, I don't repeat these, they are only one-offs in the email list, simply because I want them to keep working and to preserve them, so they are one-off exclusives to subscribers. So to make sure you don't miss out again, what I need you to do is go to SEOJesus.com. So you can simply Google SEO Jesus, go to the .com, and then there should be a big button there for my Ranking Revelations newsletter. And then when I do have new real gold to share, you will be notified. It's much easier to send an email out than do a whole YouTube video like this. And like I say, I can have that extra level of openness and vulnerability that I can't quite share publicly on YouTube. Plus, if you are interested in seriously scaling your rankings with a guaranteed done-for-you service, then feel free to simply respond to that confirmation email, and then we can set up a call, we can discuss your requirements further. Just please make sure to include your budget, goals, and your website so I can actually take a look. So I'm quite happy to share the back end of my Facebook ads account, which was for my SEO for Coaches agency, the Power Lever Method. So this was all built on the back of my book on the Power Lever Method, how great coaches attract great clients. So over the last 6 weeks or so, I've spent nearly £2,000, so arguably about $3,000. That's still very much a tester budget, so this is not really representative of what an account could look like if you really persisted with it. I've had friends who have had big success with this strategy, and they've said you really got to take about 6 months and really spend big to actually give Facebook enough training data. But just at a glance, I've already spent $3,000. So let's see what exactly I got for that. So 50,000 impressions. Currently it's saying had quite a lot of clicks. So far I'm not actually seeing any results, but I'm not sure why that's not showing. I was actually getting a few conversions from this, and this was for a free audit opt-in. So I would have thought a pretty good no-brainer offer. Now, if we click through to the campaign, of course, the first criticism you might have of this is, did I actually do any testing? And yes, there's loads of creatives here. So I'm trying out video formats, image formats. So images did well. I actually paid to have an actress follow a ChatGPT script. So she'll actually basically pitch the company to you just to get around that idea of me being a sort of one-man band. Let's make it look a bit more official. And there is some reports that basically a female spokesperson is actually more likely to stop the scroll than a hairy bloke. So I can just play you a sample of this. Or maybe I can't. And then we also have a long-form sales letter, basically. However, that hypothesis that female spokespeople outperform men might not quite work when I'm a bit different looking to a lot of the ads you see on Facebook. So this one does seem to have stopped. You get the idea. Now, every day I'm getting notifications that this post is actually getting a lot of interaction from the ads. And aside from all the Jesus comments, if we come down, there's a lot of skepticism. It seems like a lot of old people who basically make a hobby out of reporting, having a go complaining about ads. Well, it's Facebook, it's paid for by ads. If you don't pay for it, you are the product. So here we have Jesus Christ, another snake oil salesman. I wonder if he works miracles. Trying to play with that, saying, I do, no snake oil here. And he's given me some rather rude responses. Lots of scam alert. Is a simple image ad that was doing quite well early on. But here we go, lots of more people being rude. Image ad here, slight variation. Not as simple as these gurus make out, yada, yada, yada. Someone's just trying to hijack my traffic. Luxon is another irrelevant Facebook scammer. But what about my nice spokesperson? Surely they got better feedback. And nope, still people being very rude. Standard personality there. Another one. Now I do really well out of the basic screen share method. Loads of people reach out to me saying, I love how you're authentic, genuine. So that's what I did on Facebook, saying, here's the audit I'll do for you. And again, people just being really rude. Can't you get a proper job? What do you call a proper job? I help coaches make a greater impact by helping more people achieve their dreams. If that's what you mean, no response. This video isn't just about me complaining about how people don't like being advertised to on Facebook and they're reacting negatively. But I did speak to someone at this conference the other night who's a paid ads expert. I asked him his opinion, and he literally had team members whose job it is to delete these kinds of unhelpful comments. Whereas I do really well with organic marketing, and just an example of that, I was camping in a field with my dad, I think it was last weekend or the weekend before, just before catching up before I came to Thailand, and someone reaches out to me on LinkedIn saying, just wanted to add you, you're a god. So you really can't get better praise than that. Now, I'm fascinated by the sheer difference in terms of paid advertising going outbound and where you're basically pestering and annoying people versus if you're actually producing helpful content, whether it's blogging, YouTube, these kinds of organic SEO strategies. And people are really full of praise. I've been very humbled by the way people have reached out over the last few weeks as my channel has taken off. So I've said for a long time that the real benefit of SEO is you're reaching people right at the bottom of the funnel where they have a problem, they're looking for a solution, and they're often ready to convert, but especially if you target commercial keywords. The trouble with Facebook ads is it's always outbound. Retargeting can help with that, But overall, if you're going out there to try and actually generate business, then the vast majority of people you target are naturally just not going to be interested. Whereas what I've also noticed with organic is not only are people willing and receptive to your offer, but they're actually going to stick around and listen to you because you're helping them out. So I was shocked by some of the praise I've had from my YouTube audience. It's been really great hearing stories about how people have really been helped by my content. And it's some things that are quite simple to me are actually really new, innovative to someone else who hasn't been doing it as long as I have. So when I pick up the phone to actually talk to and give consulting calls, some of these people have been watching literally hours of my videos, and you simply can't get that from a Facebook ad. If you actually develop the funnel more, then sure you can. But on the face of it, at the most basic level, if you're using any evergreen organic SEO method, whether that's YouTube or blogging, people are actually going to delve deep into your content and be receptive to it. And that's far, far more rewarding than if you're going out and being called a spammer all the time, because you're going for a mass market and therefore hitting loads of duds. So like I say, I fully intend to carry on with Facebook ads and actually make them work. But just at the basic level, if it were a choice between spending on SEO or spending on Facebook ads, I'm much better with SEO every single time. And I think there's a bit of Kool-Aid going on in terms of every conference I go to, they've always got the Facebook ads expert talking about their new Facebook ads strategy. And I've tried loads of them and I can't really make them work. I'm not an expert, but I found it much quicker to actually just get a YouTube video ranking that addresses a pain point rather than trying to get the perfect hook, perfect ad, and then find you just get a load of negative feedback. So that's just my view. Feel free to disagree with me. Facebook ads absolutely can work, but I'm going to be sticking with SEO for now. And if you're watching this video now, then hopefully you found me that way and therefore you agree.